the sixth lesson, caring for our water. Water, it is the most important natural resource that sustains life. But due to various human activities, industries and other activities, the depletion of water is taking place. So due to the depletion of water, so we are facing more problems. So what is the need to conserve water? So because water is the prime resource that sustains life. It is an indispensable component of the ecosystem. It is a most essential part of the of our life, which is used for drinking, irrigation and other purposes. Water, it will be conserved, should be conserved as the population growth has increased. Due to population growth, more extraction of groundwater is taking place. So it is required to increase the productivity of the land, and also it is most essential for regulating the nutrients of the soil. What is the importance of soil? Why water? What is the importance of water? So water, it protects the ecosystem. It helps in the growth of the plants. It maintains the air quality. For maintaining climate also, water is required. It protects human health. It provides the aesthetics of the land, and also it helps in generating electricity. It also helps in transportation and navigation. Now let us discuss about the watershed. So watershed, it is the surface area where the rainwater is collected and it is drained through the common point. It may be rainwater or from the streams. The rainwater is collected and it is drained through a common point is called as watershed. So what is the meaning of integrated watershed management? It is the interconnected management of water to conserve soil and also to conserve forest and other conservation systems to maintain the ecological balance. What are the aims of watershed management? To conserve the soil in the areas, to conserve the soil in the nearby areas, to conserve water uh, for sustaining the life, and to provide clean water and water for irrigation, etc., and to reduce the soil erosion. That will be we are using the methods like bunding, terracing and contour cropping. We are using these methods to prevent soil erosion, and even afforestation to reduce the flow velocity of water. Participation of local tribes and farmers to protect the planted areas, and also to build a proper rainwater harvesting system to conserve the water. So now, what are the indigenous methods that can be used to conserve rainwater? So for our syllabus, it is Johads, Kunds and Eris, and these three we are learning, and Khatri in Himalaya, and Tanka in Gujarat and Kere in Karnataka. We call the same kind of structures. So now let us discuss about the Johads. Johads are the traditional rainwater harvesting system constructed mainly in Rajasthan. So these are the small ponds that are constructed to conserve the rainwater or for rainwater harvesting. So what is the importance of Johads? So the water can be used by the farmers to at least to get two yield of crops in a season. Soil erosion was under control, groundwater recharged, and even the soil moisture has increased. Seasonal rivers have been converted into perennial rivers. Earlier, woman has to walk 3 to 4 kilometers to bring water. Now that has been reduced, and the time that can be used to pursue education and to learn some skills, so that will definitely increase their family income. And this water can be used to maintain livestock and for domestic purposes also, and it helps in carrying out afforestation activities, and also it promotes ecological balance. Mainly it conserves soil and water, and especially in a lean period or in summer, that water can be used. Now let us discuss about Eris. Eris, it is a temple pond. It is usually called as temple pond constructed, and these temple ponds are also helpful in rainwater harvesting. So this is temple pond that is called as Eris. So here three sides of the pond it is closed, and one side the slide gates will be fixed. Through that inflow and outflow of water will be controlled. So here the storage of water takes place, and that water will be used by the during festivals in the temples, and especially here the feeder channels are from that feeder channels the water will be fed into the tank, or bunds are constructed in that area, so that the reinforce it will control the flow velocity of water, and it will also avoid soil erosion, and the slide gates will help to control the inflow and outflow of the water. So what are the advantages of Eris? So it recharges the groundwater in the surrounding area. It recharges the groundwater in the surrounding area. It maintains the ecological balance by controlling the floods. It prevents soil erosion, and also it prevents the stops the runoff of water during rainy season. It provides appropriate climatic conditions in the local areas. It also provides water for irrigation. Examples for this is Meenakshi temple and Tamil Nadu, and Tirupati temple in Andhra Pradesh. Kunds in Rajasthan. So it is underground water harvesting system. Kund is a underground water harvesting system. Mainly in Gujarat, in some parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan, you will find this kunds. So it is a one circular arrangement. Underground well will be there. So center, and from this we can extract the water. So what are the benefits of kunds? So it helps in conserving the water by rainwater harvesting. So it from this we can get water in all the seasons, and it helps in recharging the groundwater, and this water can be used for domestic purpose and also for other purposes. So now check dams. A small dam designed to reduce the flow velocity of water by using sandbags and large rocks. We call it as check dams. So by constructing these check dams, mainly soil erosion will be controlled and flow velocity of water is reduced. What are the advantages of check dams? So it controls the runoff of water in rainy season. It blocks the rivers of water into streams. It reduces the runoff of water, and also it reduces the soil erosion. The water that is stored will improve the moisture of the soil in the adjoining areas, and also it helps in the percolation of the aquifers. Now the bunds. So it is a technique, a construction technique which is used to collect the surface runoff of water, and that will increase the infiltration of water, and also it prevents soil erosion. So this is what are the advantages of check dams. Definitely it is one of the most effective method to prevent soil erosion, and also to increase the soil moisture. It avoids gully formation, and also it allows the rainwater to percolate into the soil, and it converts it converts long slopes into steepy ones, or several ones, to minimize the velocity, and it converts the flat land into ridges and channels, so that water will not flow, it will be conserved, and it will increase the soil moisture also. It reduces the flow velocity of water. So by this we come to the end of the first part of caring for our water. In the next class we will continue with the modern methods of rainwater harvesting.